In this video, we're going to solve a practical problem using a system of linear equations. The question that we've got is that a 5% solution, a volume of 5% solution is mixed with a different volume of 12% solution to obtain a 500 mils of a 10% solution. So you can see that if you've got a certain amount of 5% solution and a certain amount of 12% solution, you end up with something between the two. Well, there's something that we want between the two is a 10% solution, and we want 500 mils of it. So, starting this question, let the volume of the 5% solution be X, and the units for it will be mil. Then let the volume of 12% solution be Y mils. And because we want to end up with 500 mils, that means that X plus Y must equal 500. Now, the other equation that we can get from this, based on the amount, think about the amount of the ingredient, the weed killer or the chemical or whatever it is. So a 5% solution, if we've got X mil of it, the amount of the weed killer that we've got will be 0.05, which is 5% taken to a decimal, times by X. And the amount of ingredient or weed killer in a 12% solution, where we've got Y mils of it, will be 0.12 times Y. And that's going to equal a 10% solution, 0.1, and 500 mils of it. And what we could do is we can see that the answer to this part here is going to be 50. In other words, 50. So there are two equations we're going to work with, and I'm just going to change to another slide to solve this, and I think the best way to do this one is by algebra. So our two solutions, two equations I should say, we start off with 0.05x plus 0.12y is equal to 50. And what I'm going to do is times that by 20. The reason I'm going to times that by 20 is because 20 times 0.05 will give me 1. In other words, 1x, which is the same as the other equation. So we can say that that will give me x plus 2.4y is equal to, it's actually equal to 1020 times 50. And we know that the other equation is x plus y equals 500. Now, this time we need to subtract, and we'll get 1.4y is equal to 500. So y is equal to 500 divided by 1.4, which is 357. And because the two quantities have to add up to 500, we know that x is 500 minus 357, which is 143.